Hi Agentblazers. In this video, we are going to cover challenge 3, which is holiday challenge under the Agentforce 360 League 2026. So let's begin the challenge by clicking on open challenge. So yes, here are the challenge 3 details. So step 1 is a session recording where we can see what they have instructed and how they guide us. And step 2 are just the org detail which we are going to be used for the challenge. This is the same org which we have used for the challenge 1 and challenge 2. And okay, to begin the challenge we need to go to the repository, which is Agentforce League holiday agent. So we need to download it, let it download. Then we need to work on the VS Code part. So here is the repository which I have opened up into the VS Code, and I already configured the default org which we are going to be used for the challenge. So let's open the org and close the tab. So first we have to be at the trusted URL. So go to the org. This is where we left into the challenge 2. And here we need to go to trusted URLs. And then we just need to configure another URL, which is a league URL. Holiday I can say, and this is the URL ch3, and just keep it the default setting because we are only going to use it for the image creation, so that will be fine. And the second step could be with the VS Code, so we need to go and deploy all of this thing as a static resource. But before that, let's review the challenge and other detail as well. So let's go to the setup. We are already here, so just use prompt builder. Okay, after setting up the Agentforce 360 URL as a trusted URL, let's proceed further with the user story, which they are asking us to creating an employee agent which will be performing the following tasks, taking the name of person, recipient and relationship, and will use the prompt template to personalize the message and use the LWC or template to create this greeting card template. And once this is being selected, it will invoke an endpoint just to create a image and download it. So let's begin with the task first, which they have asked us to create a prompt template. So let's go to do that. To do that, we need to go to the setup and open up the prompt template, prompt builder. Here we can click on new prompt template. We need to select a flex type, which they have mentioned here. Okay. Then we need to create an input, which could be a relationship with the type free text, and name could be holiday greeting prompt. API name can remain the same, and we just need to copy this and all. Okay, and save and exit. So next, and let it load. Paste. We need to insert relationship merge field. So from input resource, insert resource, we can search the free text and relationship. In this way, we will be able to use the relationship and save it. And once it is being saved, we need to make it active so that we can use this template throughout the process. Now, moving to the task 2, invoking the external service and generate the greeting card, we need to go to the setup and create the external credential, name credential, and other details. So we can do it into the same screen. So to do that, we also need to go to the setup first. And here we can use the Chrome feature, which is a split view, which will help us to save our time because we can do many things side by side. So here I'm just adjusting the view so that we can work. So first we need to go external credentials. Here we can see, okay, external credentials here. Okay, we don't have, so I can go with name credentials. Okay, yes, under the name credential we have external credential. We need to create a new, copy this name, and I would say just remove, have it underscore. If there will be an error, we will be fixing it, but I can use this as of now. And here we need to select no authentication and save. Once it is saved, we need to add a principal with all. and keep the sequence 1. This is good. Now moving to the back to the setup, we need to be select again name credential. We need to create a name credential, which is the actual name credential with the label API name they have already suggested. We need to use that, and then we need to copy and paste the URL, which is a league URL. Then we need to choose this privately created greeting service cred, which we have created just before this step, and then leave everything as it is because they didn't ask us, and yes, we can save it. Now they have asked us to grant the permission to the user to the profile, so we can go to the profiles, open up from here it, and we just need to go to the system administrator. It seems sometime it has an issue with opening the profile via the setup, so we just need to replace the URL and enter it. It will just adjust the view by default, and it will open up the profile in the edit mode, so we can work and grant all of the access. So here we can see it is being here, and then we can just go to this enable external credential, which is this enable external credential principal access. So click on edit and select and save, which they said. Now we need to update this holiday greeting generator apex to make it as a call out with the external credential. So let's go. I am just going to the setup and visiting to the VS Code how they have suggested. So here we can open the class, which is this class. We need to fix the endpoint as per the suggestion. So let's find out this method, which is here, and they said we need to do. So let's find out all of the to-dos for the task. We have only 2, and let's go here. I would say let's ask Agentforce to do this. So we need to click on Cody icon, and yeah, here we can just ask, okay, let's set request and point using this, and let's see does Agentforce vibe is going to help us or not, because it is a long time to use the named credential within the Apex. Let's see how frequently it is going to adjust our code. Okay, it is doing, and I think it only changed the things where it's needed, setting the endpoint as per this and deserializing. Okay, see, yeah, this is done, so we don't need to worry about. They set up the endpoint, which I guess correct. Okay, they have set it up the call out endpoint and API generator. They have did additional thing as well how we need to do, and I would say let's add the set timeout just to use the maximum timeout, and we can leave the as it is. And there as well another to do was which was related to the JSON and deserialize. I think Agentforce vibe did that as well, so it is a template ID message and all. So yes, I think both to-dos has been take care by the vibe coding. So yeah, we can try to deploy it. Let's deploy to the org, and let's go to the challenge what we need to do next. Yes, see, they said we need to configure post 120 seconds and we need to deserialized, so that is fine. I think class has been deployed. Seems it is showing an error. Let's see what it is the issue. Okay, so it seems there are some issues with the dependency. Let's try to deploy whole classes folder, so it will deploy all of the class together to make sure nothing has been pending dependency there. Now moving to the task 3, we need to create an action using the prompt template. So we are already in setup. We just need to type agent. We need to go agent for assets, then switch to the next actions tab, otherwise we will not able to see the button. We need to click on action, then next agent action, new agent action, then select from template and select the from template which we have created. So this is great, it is coming, and leave everything as it is, then click on next. We need to uncheck this, we need to provide the instructions, uncheck this, provide the instruction, then add a property which is an instruction they have shared for the relationship, make it required, and keep the output as a show in conversation and finish it. So let's proceed with the task 4, which is we need to be create an apex action to generate the holiday greeting image, where we are going to be use the invocable method recently deployed or created. So again, we need to go to setup, agent assets, then action tab, click new agent action, select apex, then invocable method, and just type generate holiday greeting image. If it comes, that means our code has been deployed, otherwise it didn't appear. So we can see yes, code has been deployed, so we are good. We can keep as it is the default information, click on next, uncheck the checkbox, update the instruction, then collect, check the collect from user template ID input. So this is fine, this is fine. Template ID collect from user, this we need to be select, and select the holiday selector as a type. Okay, we don't have holiday template selector as a type, so that means we need to deploy these as well, because this is something going to be holiday selector. Let's deploy this. Okay, we can wait, we can modify it later as well, there is no such issue. We can finish the other step, and we are using, yes, there is an instruction, we are using custom lightning type which we have learned into challenge 1. Yes, we are able to do, and the output we need to be click on show in the conversation and keep the rich text and save it. Okay, we are saving agent action without a complete configuration, just to finish the step and see our code has been deployed. So yes, let's again find the action, click on this and click on edit, and then just change the type from here to this, which is going to be holiday template selector, and save it. Yeah, we are good with the task 4. Let's proceed with the task 5. I can keep it on the top so we can read completely. Now we need to create an agent for this complete picture. So again, we need to go to the setup, agent for agents. We need to be click on new agent. We already have an employee, but we need to create holiday agent. So let's create. No worries, it is opening into a new tab, so we can do it in a way and like this, then just wrap it up again to have the screen as much as we can. Now we need to create holiday agent, which is going to be holiday card creation. Copy this name, there should be a holiday agent, search it here. Don't have, okay, we don't have, no worries, we will use the employee agent. So let's go and create employee agent, name it as a holiday agent. We don't need to add it because they didn't ask us to do. Then replace the API name and label. Classification description they have provided, we can use this. Oh, this is not for the agent, this is for topic, so we can leave as it is, and we can use this as a company agent 360. Next, and create. Then we need to create a topic, so let it be created. There is a new drop down, new button, and we need to click on that. It will open up drop down where we need to select new topic, leave it blank. If define the topic name, classification description, then use the scope and use the instruction as it is. So I would say let's have an instruction separately. So this is the first instruction, this is the second, this is the third, and here we have the fourth as well. Okay, after this is the fourth one, and this is the fifth one. Yeah. And add two actions which you previously created, so we don't need to add any example, and we can just create those two actions which we created or related to the holidays and finish. Now we came to the test agent, which is going to be the live testing. So let's see, and they again have a note. We should have this as a trusted URL. You can see the download URL from the planner, and conversation you have with the agent might not look exactly okay. Feel free to generate and share. Okay, so what we can do, we can go to the setup first, and I would say trusted URLs. Select all just to keep it, and now go to the I think we have actions here as well. Yes, okay, so go to the main screen, refresh it just to avoid these kind of issues, and now just type what they said. I want to send Satya, I would say close friend, very close friend. Yeah, we received the message. Okay, they didn't ask for the relationship, but okay, we have provided. Now we receive the message. We can say looks good. Okay, see, this is how LWC is being rendered. To select the input, we just need to be select any of the template. I would prefer this and submit. Correct? Yes, we need to click on image submit, and here you can see the image. So let's see how it is generating. Yes, holiday card has been generated, and here we have a URL. So let's open up the URL into a new tab, or it's being downloaded, so we can see it here. So yeah, we can see to the Satya, wishing you a joyful holiday, and we meet the names. No worries, we can include the name as well if you want, but yeah, we are good, and yes, we are good. So let's validate the challenge. So I would like to go and click on this. We already finished this step in the challenge one, so we don't need to do it again. Yes, so we are able to achieve the challenge 3 as well with a single go without any error. So that's a great thing. Yeah, that's all for today. We'll catch you in the next session, which is related to challenge 4.